We never know what life throws our way. One minute you're hiking a trail that next you're caught in a flash flood. Disasters can strike anytime, anywhere. That's why survival skills are paramount. Forests, while beautiful, can be unforgiving to the unprepared. Knowing how to find shelter, water, and food can be the difference between life and death. These skills aren't just for adventurers, they're for everyone. A natural disaster can occur in your backyard, turning the familiar into the unknown. It's our responsibility to equip ourselves with the knowledge and skills to face the unexpected, because when nature throws its worst, we need to be ready. Shelter is crucial in the wild. It protects you from the elements, keeping you warm, dry, and safe. Look for natural shelters like rock overhangs or fallen trees. If you can't find one, you need to build one. A simple lean-to is effective. Find a sturdy branch and lean it against a tree. Cover it with leaves, branches, or anything for insulation. Always choose a dry, elevated spot for your shelter. Avoid valleys where cold air settles and water collects. Remember, your shelter is your haven in the wilderness. Finding food in the wild is essential for survival. Look for edible plants, berries, and nuts, but caution is key. Some plants can be poisonous. Learn to identify common edible plants in your area. Insects are another valuable source of protein. They might not be appetizing, but they can keep you alive. Always remember, if you're not sure, don't eat it. It's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to wild food. Water is more important than food for survival. You can last days without food, but only a few without water. Look for running water sources like streams or rivers. If you find a stagnant source, boil it before drinking to kill bacteria. Collecting rainwater is another option. Use a tarp or large leaves to create a collection system. Remember, staying hydrated is crucial in a survival situation. Never underestimate the importance of finding and purifying water. Section 5. First aid in the field, treating injuries. Injuries can happen anywhere, especially in the wild. A well-stocked first aid kit is vital. It should contain bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, and more. Learn basic first aid like treating cuts, burns, and sprains. Knowing how to control bleeding or immobilize a fracture can be life-saving. Remember, even a minor injury can become serious if infected. Always clean and dress wounds properly. Section 6. Staying calm under pressure, a survivor's mindset. Panic is your worst enemy in a survival situation. It clouds judgment and leads to mistakes. When faced with a crisis, take deep breaths and try to stay calm. Remember the survival rule of threes. 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Focus on the immediate tasks at hand. Build a shelter, find water, and signal for help. A positive attitude and a clear mind are crucial for survival. Section 7. When disaster strikes. Facing nature's fury. Natural disasters like earthquakes, floods, and storms can be terrifying. It's important to know how to react during these events. During an earthquake, seek cover under sturdy furniture or stand against an interior wall. Stay away from windows and exterior walls. In a flood, move to higher ground immediately. Avoid walking or driving through floodwaters. If a storm approaches, seek shelter indoors or in a low-lying area. Remember, every disaster is different. Be aware of the specific risks in your area and have a plan in place. Section 8. The importance of preparation, a stitch in time. The best way to survive a disaster is to be prepared. This means having a plan, assembling a survival kit, and learning basic survival skills. A survival kit should include essentials like water, food, first aid, a flashlight, and a whistle. Keep it readily accessible in case you need to evacuate quickly. Practice your survival skills regularly, build a fire, find water, and learn to identify edible plants. The more you practice, the more prepared you'll be. Section 9. Conclusion, the will to survive. Survival is not just about knowing what to do, it's about having the will to do it. When faced with adversity, it's easy to give up hope, but the human spirit is incredibly resilient. Remember, these skills are tools to empower you, to give you the confidence to face the unknown. The wilderness can be a challenging but rewarding teacher. By equipping ourselves with knowledge and skills, we not only increase our chances of survival, but we also deepen our connection with nature and ourselves. So get out there, learn, practice, and embrace the wild.